our visitors for Wake Tech Eagles. Under direction head coach Adam Wainwright, assistant coach Dick Johnson, Annabelle Wright, and Brandon Solomon. Starting at guard, a 6'1" sophomore, Charles Mabaka. And at forward, a 6'7" sophomore from track, North Carolina, number 4, Daquan Holland. And at guard, a sophomore, 5'11", from Jacksonville, North Carolina, number 12, Andrew Navarro. A forward, 6'5", freshman from Raleigh, number 14, BJ Solomon. And a forward, 6'8", sophomore from APAC, number 25, Trey Manhurst. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Under the direction of legendary head coach Walter Starr, assistant coach Tiger Offense, Tom Galloway, and Randy Bullock. Starting at guard, a sophomore from Charlotte, 6'4". That's gonna be your
Welcome into Dolphins basketball here on YouTube, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you for the final two home regular season games as the Dolphins at 23-5, 13-0 at home, 9-3 in Region 10, host the Wake Tech Eagles, 14-13. Adam Wainwright's team 8-3 on the road, surprisingly, and 6-7 in the region. Second meeting of the season as Wake Tech winds down the regular season today. The Dolphins won the earlier meeting up in Raleigh in overtime. So Wake Tech and Brunswick were underway. Wake Tech is likely going to be the 5th seed. They could be the 4th seed. They could go up or down one, basically, depending on how things play out, but likely in that 4 or 5 spot. Right now, they would play Salkehatchie in the opening round. The Dolphins no longer control their own destiny. That 5-game road trip did not go as they hoped. Brunswick lost back-to-back games at Caldwell and then 104-89 at Gaston on Sunday. They shot just 41% in that game. So the Dolphins no longer control their own destiny. They need to win these next two to have a shot at the number 1 seed, but it really doesn't matter. It comes down to what Gaston does tomorrow. They're going to play at Caldwell. If they win, they are the number 1 seed. If Gaston loses, Dolphins win out, then it's up to tiebreakers. And I don't have the bandwidth for that right now, so we're just going to wait and see what happens on Thursday. If it does come down to tiebreakers, we'll fill you in on all of that stuff on Sunday. We'll have a lot of time in that Denmark game to talk about tiebreakers and everything. But the big thing right now is the Dolphins no longer in control of their own destiny. They could drop to number 3 if they happen to lose both of these remaining games. That is not likely to happen, considering Brunswick hasn't lost at home in over 2 full calendar years since 2024. But they're not playing their best basketball, kind of limping into this one after those 2 road losses in a row. They get on the board first here, though, as Linwood Rowe gets 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe. So this is it for the regular season for Wake Tech. They'll have a week off before they go to Richard Bland for the Region 10 tournament. That will start next Thursday, and I'll be with you for that one on the Richard Bland YouTube channel. 3 games in the opening round, the 2 semifinals on Friday. And then the championship Saturday afternoon, I'm guessing. Manhertz gets it to the cutter. Slam dunk for Solomon. First field goal of the game for B.J. Solomon. 11.3 points, 5.5 rebounds, 59% from the field this season. Dolphins looking to scratch and get the lead back here. And Rowe is stripped. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Dolphins, 13 on the shot clock. Dolphins still shooting a high percentage, 52%, fourth best in the NJCAA. Here's Bowser from the corner, got it to go. Bowser almost 13 points per game, 48% shooter, 40% from three. What a season it's been for the sophomore junior. Did you hear that right? Backing down, they swing it out. Navarro wide open for three. That is terrible defense for Brunswick. So we've already had 3 lead changes in this one. Navarro, 36% shooter from three, averaging almost 15 points per game. What a year it's been for him. Down low, nice pass to Jamie Brooks, and then it's swatted by Trey Manhertz, who averages about a block a game. Wake Tech 5, Brunswick 3. We're in the early going. As I mentioned, the Dolphins shooting 52%, fourth best in the NJCAA, seventh 34 field goal makes per game. So Wake Tech want to keep pace. Right now the Dolphins are cold, as you see there, the miss. Tipped rebound came to Holly. Into the front court, Mathika over on the far side, gets it on the near side, from Solomon. Solomon cut on the baseline. Mathika instead with the bounce pass gets it back on the give and go. Over to Navarro, corner three from the wing, no good. Rebound by Bowser. Bowser throws it ahead, nobody back, and the scoop and score for Linwood Rowe. We are tied at 5. First tie of the game, 1 tie and 3 lead changes here in the first 3 minutes. Nice defense that time, Jamie Brooks. Brooks to the bucket, the reverse is good. Defense to offense for Jamie Brooks, who averages 9.3 points, 4.5 rebounds a game, 64% shooter from the field. 7 players on this Brunswick team shoot 55% or better. 7. That's the rotation for most D1 teams. Mathika being doubled up. Who touched it last? It's last touch, they say, by Brunswick, which looked to be the case. Most of the Region 10 teams are wrapping up during the week. As I mentioned, Gaston plays their finale, and I think it's Caldwell's finale as well tomorrow. And then Brunswick is the late one. They're going all the way to Sunday, so they're going to play Denmark. Remember, Denmark's season will come to a close on Sunday. They're not playing in the Region 10 tournament. Mathika out deep, extra possession here for Wake Tech. We're just about 4 minutes in. Mathika drives. He's blocked but fouled. First foul of the game on Brunswick. 1 team foul apiece. One of the interesting things for the Dolphins this year is their assists per game. 16.6. That's 50th in D1. It's the lowest total at Brunswick in recent memory, going all the way back to 2014. They've averaged at least 20 assists per game in all but 2 seasons prior to this year. And this is the lowest in 12 years. Charles Mathika, 67% at the line, trying to salvage this trip. And he does. 1 out of 2. Quickly into the front court. Darius Kane. Kane being aggressive. Kane left it short. Follow up by Rowe. So Rowe puts it back up and in. Dolphins back on top by 3. We're 4 minutes into this one. Mathika has it. Or excuse me, that's Holly, top of the key. Holly goes left side with it. Manhertz between the circles. Here's Navarro. Navarro already with a triple. Tries it inside the paint. Can't get the friendly bounce. Offensive rebound fought for and wrestled away by Rowe. Kane into the front court. Kane hop step, swings left to Bowser. Bowser steps inside the arc. Met on the switch by Navarro. Down low, it's Jamie Brooks, and the layup is good. Rowe with 4, Brooks with 4. It's 11-6 Brunswick. Nice little run here for the Dolphins. And again, Wake Tech averaging just under 80 points per game. That's not going to be enough today. They've got to keep that possession up. And what defense here in this opening 5 minutes by Jamie Brooks. He wins another possession for his team as we go to our first timeout. .11 left to go. We're just underway, and the Dolphins lead at 11-6. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Apparently everything that I told you at the outset is wrong. So Gaston, even if they lose tomorrow, has all the tiebreakers. I looked at the standings wrong. I thought both teams had 3 losses currently. Gaston is 11-2 in the region. So if they lose tomorrow, they'd be 11-3. That would match the Dolphins with 3 losses. Everybody else has 5 or more. So thank you to whoever texted me. That good piece of information. I goofed that. So Gaston is the #1 seed, no matter what happens. So the Dolphins, best they can finish is second, and then they could drop to 3. But as long as they win one of these 2 games, they would be #2, which really doesn't matter a whole lot. The reason why I'm making a big deal out of the top seed is because they get a bye. That's a really big deal to play 1 less game. The Dolphins last year when they won only had to win twice in that tournament. That's a big advantage. Instead of 3 games in 3 days, you're playing back-to-back. Most teams are comfortable doing that. So that's huge for Gaston. Congratulations to them. The regular season champs, and again, no matter what happens tomorrow. Navarro trying for his second triple, can't get it to go. Dolphins lead at 11-8. Manhurt's got his first bucket of the game out of the timeout. Line change coming for Brunswick here, it looks like. It is Jordan Durham in the game. Blake Bartney is in the game. Jordan Barr has come in as well. Who else is out there? Ty Outlaw and also Amari Latham. So like I said, it's a line change. Runner by Mathika is good. That's his first field goal. And it's a 1-point game, 11-10. Brunswick with the lead. Here is Blake Bartney out to Barr. Man defense here for Wake Tech. Latham, Sia defenders around him. Extra pass out to Barr on the wing. Drives in. And that is a very late whistle. Very, very late. As you can see, an exasperated Adam Wainwright. Almost had to check on him there. He's all right. But it's the correct call. It just came, it was way behind. Ty Outlaw tosses it high. Durham. 9 on the shot clock. Durham contested. Missed it. And the rebound controlled by Wake. Throw ahead goes to Hawley. Hawley attacking to the hoop. Scores and the foul. So all 5 starters are in the books for Wake Tech. They retake the lead on our 5th lead change already today. Tequan Hawley, 58% at the line, 11.7 points, 6.7 rebounds a night. And he puts his team up by 2. Just underway, 12:54 to go in this opening half. Here is Barr into the front court. Bartney on the left wing. Barr with the ball fake. He'll fire a triple and score. Jordan Barr off the bench. 32% from downtown on the season. Puts Brunswick back on top. 6 lead changes already here in the first 7.5. Mathika pull up at the free throw line, off the glass and in. Back and forth we go here at Brunswick. Dolphins trying to remain perfect at home, keep that win streak alive. I think it's 30 now. 30 straight wins on the home court. Dolphins will let that go out of bounds. And they're going to give that to Wake, apparently. So it was last touched by Brunswick. Durham really should have hustled for that. Here is newly inserted Jaden Shepard to inbound it. Solomon with the handoff to Mathika, who's already up to 5 points. Leading all scorers in the game thus far. Crossover takes it left. Solomon and the flip shots by Hawley. Hawley makes it a 3-point game. Wake Tech, 17-14. Blake Bartney on the left wing. Bartney from way downtown. Got it to go. Second 3 by this bench bunch for Brunswick. And we are tied for the second time here today. Mathika into the front court. Mostly starters for Wake Tech. Second unit for Brunswick. Solomon the lone sub so far. The reverse by Shepard, no good. And we got a foul on the rebound that's going against the Eagles. 2 team fouls for Brunswick, 3 for Wake Tech with 11:12 to go. We have a timeout. 17 all. Nearing the midway point of this opening half. That was Ryan Matlow giving us the information about the seating, by the way. Of course, it would be Cape Fear's athletic director wanting to make sure that we all know that Brunswick will not be the #1 seed. Thanks, buddy. I just looked at everything wrong. So Gaston, the regular season champs. Are we going to have a new winner in the Region 10 tournament this year? We've had a different winner. Nobody's won back-to-back, I think, since Ryan Matlow was roaming the sidelines. I think Cape Fear a while back is the last to win back-to-back Region 10 tournament titles. So that'll be interesting to see. That Gaston team, we saw them at Brunswick, and they just could not hit a shot. They could not hit a shot. Well, they put up 104 on Brunswick in the rematch on their home court. So we'll see. Salk can put up numbers. When they're hot, they're tough to beat. Dolphins split with them. Dolphins are certainly in contention. Caldwell's in. I think those 4 are really going to tell the tale. 3-ball by Mathika. Boy, that was contested and rimmed out. Outlaw the rebound. Bartney now Outlaw. Outlaw attacks. Throws it up. That was A tough angle there, and he just lost that out of bounds. Jordan Barr, Blake Bartney going to apply some pressure here. Jordan Barr, by the way, if you need a guy to hit a buzzer beater three-pointer, the clock hitting 0 when your team's up 50, Jordan Barr's your guy. Jordan, I'm sorry, I had to do it. Jordan, your mom snitched. She snitched right to me about that Denmark game, and I couldn't let it go. Oh. It's all right, Jordan. Hit a 3 early, and I'm in so much trouble. Barr hit a 3 earlier, one of the reasons why we're tied at 17. Mom's going to be mad. Mom, I had to. You can't tell me these things. And right now, Barr playing defense up against Mathika. Mathika lost the handle, and the layup is good by Shepard. So all 6 players for Wake Tech who have played have scored now. Meanwhile, Caden Brewer, while I was destroying the Barr family, is in the game. What ball movement there for Brunswick. Latham with the assist. Outlaw the bucket. And the Dolphins and Wake Tech are tied again. 3 ties apiece, 7 lead changes in the first 10.5 minutes. Mathika attacking, and that was another late whistle. Again, not disputing the calls. The whistles are just a tick late. So Barr on the foul, and that's going to send Charles Mathika to the free throw line. Again, 67% on the season. He's 1 out of 2 so far today. Wake Tech's had trouble taking care of the basketball this season. 17.9 turnovers per game, worst in Region 10. They're averaging in the last 6 games 27.2 turnovers. That is a lot of turnovers in a 6-game stretch. The whole month of February, basically. And we've seen a few steals here in the early going. Jamie Brooks might not get credited with a couple of steals. He has at least 1 steal and then a couple of deflections as well that led to some turnovers early on for the Eagles. They're playing better, though, as they retake the lead. It's interesting that Wake Tech has won 8 of 11 on the road, but just 4 and 8 at home this year. 4 of those 8 home losses were pretty close, though. The OT loss against Brunswick, and then 3 other losses by 5 points or less. I think one of those losses is Barr tries his second triple, left that one short. One of the other losses was to Daytona State. That's a tough one. But it's been better results on the road by far. 8-3 away from Raleigh for Adam Wainwright's team this year. Handoff to C.J. Sorrell, who's in. Sorrell on the wing, crosses over, gets it to the cutter. Oh, met at the rim by Ty Outlaw. Vertical defense there by Outlaw. Bartney turnaround, in and out. Tip for the rebound, and Solomon has it for Wake Tech. Sorrell out deep near midcourt, nearing 8 minutes to go. Another line change ready to come in here for Brunswick. Be interesting to see how Walter Shaw manages the minutes on Sunday, especially if they win today, which would lock in that number 2 seed. Shepard up top, got it to go. Nice jumper there with the shot clock winding down. That's the thing about Wake Tech. They'll work the clock. They'll look for the best shot. They're not in a rush. And right now they're leading by 3 again. Barr goes cross court to Bartney. He's got that range. A little bit short that time. Nice box out. We're going to get a foul on the rebound, and it's going against Brunswick, I believe. No, it's on Wake Tech. Wow. I thought they had positioning there. Could have been away from the ball, though. Either way, we got a timeout. 7:33 left to go here in the first half. Eagles by 3. Welcome back to Brunswick. It is 22-19. Both teams with 4 team fouls, 7:33 to go. Starters are back in for Brunswick. It's Kane, Rowe, Brooks, Olio, and Bowser. Rowe and Brooks have 4 points each. Bartney and Barr with 3 each. 2 for Outlaw, 2 for Bowser. Mathika leads everybody with 6 points. Holly with 5. Shepard with 4. 3 for Navarro, 2 Solomon, and 2 for Manhertz. That's the scoring in the game so far for both teams as they clean up the wet spot out on the floor. It's over near the Wake Tech bench. So once that's settled, it'll be 20 on the shot clock. New possession here for Brunswick as they were fouled on a rebound just before the timeout. I don't know. I don't know who's on the bench there, but it almost looks like a pixelated 8-bit video game character trying to squeak. So it will be Darius Kane to inbound it. I think we're ready to go here. Sit into Bowser. Bowser off the side of the backboard. Out on the run, it's Sorrell. Sorrell will back it out now. So Dolphins get back defensively. Smart play by Sorrell to not force it. Wake Tech will get into their offense here. Sorrell to Shepard, and it's going to be another steal for Brunswick. This time, Olio, who got it down to Bowser, for 2. Brunswick within 1 as we go inside 7 minutes to go until halftime. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Second to last broadcast of the year. 23-5 Dolphins, 14-13 Eagles. Nice little cut there and bounce pass by Manhertz, but got away from him in the front court now. Here is Olio for 3. Rainbow shot, no. Rebound controlled by Solomon again. Sorrell guarded by Victor in the man-to-man. Attacking play that time by Solomon again. Solomon, second field goal. Wake Tech by 3. Bowser thought about it. Linwood Rowe puts it up and in. Rowe's got 6 now. Matching Mathika for the game high. 5:50 to go in the first half. Navarro top of the key. Handoff to Solomon at the same position. Solomon took it to the elbow. Sorrell in the corner. Now Solomon on the wing. 9 on the shot clock here. And the flat-footed jumper rims in. That was Shepard. So Shepard now with 6. So 3 guys with 6 points apiece here in the game. 2 for Wake and Rowe for Brunswick. Tight game so far. No team has led by more than a couple of possessions. Manhertz, the runner, yes. This is the biggest lead for Wake Tech, 5. Rowe, and Rowe is stripped of foul. Wake Tech coming off a victory on the road at Denmark on Saturday, 93-75. They shot 51% in that game, 6 percentage points higher than their season average. They dominated on the glass with 47 rebounds. Brooks gets it to the cutter. Boy, those 2 post players, Brooks and Rowe, are really in sync with one another. It's almost like you have an extra guard on the team when you've got a good passing post player. Say that 3 times fast. Linwood Rowe at the free throw line. 13 points per game, 5.7 rebounds, 66% at the line, 61% from the field. Brunswick, Brooks is second in Region 10. Rowe is fifth. Kane is eighth in shooting. 3 players in the top 8. DJ Charles is in for Wake Tech. Rebound controlled by Solomon. Trouble on the double team, but Matheka, who came back in, able to get it into the front court, and then Navarro lost it out of bounds. Hounding defense there. Ball pressure, trapping pressure for the Finns. There's Bowser out deep. Kane back to him. Gets a screen. Alayo now to Darius on the right wing. That is team foul number 7 on Wake Tech, so it's shooting time for Brunswick. They'll have 4-12 of bonus action. This is a Brunswick team that averaged 98 a game in February. They averaged 92.3 on the season, but in the last 2 games, they gave up 104 and 100 in those 2 road losses. That first loss to Caldwell snapped a 9-game winning streak. Darius Kane is on the board for the first time today as he gets the front end. Kane, 11.6 points, 56% shooting, 36% from 3, 74% from the free throw line, 6.3 rebounds, 6.5 assists per game. What a stat line. Almost 2 steals a game as well. Cuts the deficit to 3. Wake Tech beating the trap. Turnaround by Manhertz is no good. Brooks the outlet to Kane. Alayo fakes the 3, drives baseline, nobody picked him up, and he scores an easy 2. 1-point game, 28-27, Wake Tech. Manhertz, extra pass to Navarro, to Solomon in the corner, now faking, driving, jumper no good by Matheka, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Eagles. So we got another timeout, 3:28 left to go here in the first half. It's been a tight one between Wake Tech and Brunswick. 3:28 left to go. It's a 1-point game. No team has really led by more than a couple of possessions in this game. It's been a tight, fun one between Wake Tech and Brunswick. This is kind of what I'm hoping for next week. The Region 10 tournament. I mentioned the top 4, just my opinion, the top 4. But maybe a sleeper team can come up. Cape Fear, Richard Bland, getting to play at home in their region tournament. Three by Elia. Got it to go. First triple of the game for Elia, who's up to 5 points, and the Dolphins retake the lead. That is lead change number 9. The last two teams to play on their home court in the Region 10 tournament won it. During COVID, Brunswick was the top seed that year, so they played the championship game against Caldwell at Brunswick and won it. And then Cape Fear hosted the Region 10 tournament 2 or 3 years ago? 3 years ago. And they won it. So I'm just saying, Richard Bland got to step the game up a little bit. Elio with the first free throw. Victor Elio, 76% on the season. We'll spend likely the second half of that Denmark game on Sunday kind of previewing more of the Region 10 tournament, but Ethan Reed, I believe, has come in. That's him with the basketball. I don't have a 10. I think that's a 10. I don't have a 10 on my roster. Trapping pressure again. And it looked like Brunswick might have forced Mathika into a travel, but I believe they got the Dolphins on a whistle. So Bowser picks up the foul. That's a tough one. So it'll be Solomon to inbound it. Gets it back. Attacks, looking for the cutter. It's deflected. Manhertz. And I don't think Solomon was looking for that one. So a turnover there by the Eagles. Brunswick can take their biggest lead now. Leading by 4 currently. Sloppy, as I mentioned. Wake's been sloppy in the later stages of this season. Brooks has it poked away. There's a turnover for Brunswick. Out on the run, Mathika too high. Credit Bowser for the nice defense. It's last touch by Brunswick, though, so extra chance here for Wake Tech. Rowe goes out for Sant Hill comes in. Quick inbound down low. Solomon bobbled, gathered, gets it out. Attacking now, I believe it's Reed, and are they going to count that basket? Doesn't look like it. So Hill picks up the foul. Manhertz gets it into Solomon. Charles sets a screen for Mathika. Handoff again to Solomon. Solomon, patient offense there. Didn't get the bucket, but liked the move. Kane, outlet to Bowser. Bowser attacks. Now he'll back it out. Darius Kane, top of the key. Over to Elio in the corner. Drives in. Swings it back out to Bowser. Now Kane up top again. Takes it right side. It's Elio top of the key. Here on the left block, Jamie Brooks going to work. Has his first shot blocked, but he's fouled on the putback attempt. So he'll go to the line. Again, opportunity here for the Dolphins to go up 6. If they do, it would be their biggest lead of the game. Jamie Brooks, 78% at the line this season. Five points today for Jamie. Make it 6. Elia leads them with 7. In fact, he's got the game high, but Shepard and Mathika have 6 for Wake Tech. And then Rowe and Brooks also with 6 points each for Brunswick. Fika to Manhertz, gets it to the cutter down low. Slam dunk Solomon. Solomon now joins the 6-point party. And we got another whistle. Why? I think a timeout was called by Wake Tech. So we will go away. Minute 10 left to go. Late first half. Wake Tech within 3. Timeout, Wake Tech with a minute 9 left to go. Again, our scoreboard is possibly a tick or two off, so just keep that in mind as we get late in the half. For Sun Hill for 3, no good. Put back no by Jamie, but then Darius Kane, the guard, down low. So Kane makes it a 6-point lead again. Biggest of the game for Brunswick. Wake Tech's biggest lead has been 5. Game that's had 9 lead changes. Here's Charles going to work. Swings it out. Open. Mathika for 3, no good. Ball batted by Brooks. And then he has it poked away. Charles swatted. Nice defense there by Brunswick. Once, twice, and then a foul. This time on Brooks, going to lead to free throws here for Wake Tech. Both teams in the bonus here late in the first half. I was helping my buddy here in Ohio doing some high school games this weekend and this week. And, man, you're in and out of those games in an hour. It's nice. Manhertz, no good on the first one. In and out on the second. Brooks the rebound. There is 1/10 difference between the game and shot clock. So Brunswick can hold here. And it looks like Walter Shaw is going to set things up for him. So 23.3 on the clock. Basically last shot time for the Dolphins when we come back. 23.3 on the clock. Hill to inbound. And again, just 1/10 difference, game and shot clock here. So basically last shot time. Matchup zone for Wake Tech. And remember, our clock might be a little bit off. So keep that in mind. Bowser will fire. Oh, what a triple from deep. Dolphins take their biggest lead into the locker room. It's a 9-point advantage for Brunswick in a game that's had 9 lead changes and 3 ties. It's Brunswick 39-30 over Wake Tech at the half. We'll be back 15 minutes to bring you all the second half action. Don't go too far. Underway here in the second half. Wake Tech with the basketball, trailing by 9, 39-30 over your Brunswick Dolphins. Last two regular season games for the Dolphins, today and then on Sunday. Wake Tech, this is their regular season finale before they head to Richard Bland next week for the Region 10 tournament. It'll start on Thursday. Wake Tech right now, the 5th seed. They could move up one or down one. It just kind of depends. But as of now, they would play Salk. They could also meet Caldwell or even Richard Bland. Still a few things to decide. We know Gaston is the 1 seed. Brunswick with a win today would be the 2 seed for sure. With a win in either one of these last games, they'll be the 2nd seed. So Dolphins will wrap the regular season on Sunday. We'll have that one for you on YouTube at 3. Mathika throws ahead into the front court. Good ball movement here by Wake Tech. Holly over on the far side. Swung back to Mathika with 12 on the shot clock for the Eagles. First half had 9 lead changes and 3 ties, and Navarro lost that out of bounds. Tried to sell it, but the official didn't bite, and it's another turnover for Wake Tech as Adam Wainwright has his head in his hands. It has been a turnover-heavy second half of the season for Wake Tech. Darius Kane begging for the basketball, gets it. Now over to Alayo for 3, no good. Tip for the rebound, it's controlled by Wake Tech. Thika into the forecourt, takes it left of the lane. The scoop blocked by Linwood Rowe, and then a strip, but a foul called on Manhurts. Well, Mathika apparently the guilty party, so 2 team fouls already on Wake Tech here in the first 90 seconds. Darius Kane into the front court. Top of the key, Brooks. Brooks goes left of the lane, hop step, couldn't bank it. Rowe the rebound. Rowe swings it back out. Alayo for 3. Yes! Alayo, the first player in the game in double figures with 10. Bowser's got 7. Rowe and Brooks with 6 points each, and in transition off yet another turnover. This time Alayo is stripped. Kane has 4. Bartney, Barr with 3 points each. Ty Outlaw with 2. For Wake Tech, Mathika, Shepard, Solomon, all with 6. Holly with 5. 4 for Manhurst. 3 for Navarro. Brooks now has 8, and the Dolphins have opened this game up. It's a 14-point advantage. Wake Tech trying to answer. Manhurts met at the rim. Front court it goes. Darius Kane dribbles out of trouble using the baseline. Swings it out. Bowser for 3. Yes! What a start to the second half for Brunswick. 47-30. They have scored 8 straights here in the first 2.5 minutes. I'm surprised Adam Wainwright, no timeout. Trying to let his team figure this out. Dolphins using some pressure to try to speed up the game, and so far it's working as Solomon misses the 3. Alayo into the front court. Bowser over to Darius. Darius from deep. Yes, again. It is all Brunswick here in the second half. The lead grows to 20. 11 straight points to start the second period. And they're going to get an easy one there as Manhurst scores. Defense went for the steal that time, didn't pay off. But Wake Tech's got to settle this game down, and right now, Brunswick getting whatever they want. Jamie Brooks with an and 1. So 3 players all of a sudden are in double figures now. Bowser, Alayo, and Brooks all have 10 points apiece. And that all happened in there's about, let's see, each of them had 6. So 12 points from those 3 guys in the first couple of minutes here. Shepard is back in for Wake Tech. 3rd team foul already on Wake Tech here. So Brooks now with 11. Biggest lead now for Brunswick at 21. Another turnover. Alayo the steal. Bowser drives. Swings it out, threw it away himself. Sloppy right now, Wake Tech. We mentioned their turnover numbers have been massive. In their last 6 games, 27.2 turnovers. What a block there by Rowe. Staying with it was Hawley for a moment, then he lost it. Here we go, alley-oop, and the layup or dunk, whatever you want to call it, is good. 23-point lead. And we got a blocking foul here on the Dolphins. That's going to give us our first timeout. All Brunswick here in the second half, 55-32, Dolphins on top. .53 to go in the game, and it's all Brunswick, 55-32. It was a 9-point game at half. Brunswick has scored 16 points already in the second half. It was 39-30, 16-2 extended run for the Dolphins here. Very quickly, this got out of hand. Bader is number 10, by the way. Chanel Bader is in. Couple of fakes there by Shepard, out to Manhurst. Now Navarro. 6 on the shot clock for Wake Tech. Stepping left, Mathika can't get the jumper to go, and the Dolphins collect the rebound. Outlet goes to Bowser. Bowser stripped. Staying with it, Brooks, no, but he's fouled, so Jamie Brooks, who has a game-high 11, will go to the free throw line here. Wake Tech has racked up 14 fouls already. Linwood Rowe, 66% free throw shooter. So I thought it was Brooks going to the line. It's Rowe. And he gets them both. Mathika in the backcourt with Bader. Mathika brings it across the timeline, takes it top of the key. Bader between the circles. Here is Manhurst up top. Handoff goes to the cutter. And the layup is no good by Shepard. Into the forecourt, nobody back. Alley-oop time, and the Dolphins are showing off in the second half. Bowser now with 12. Navarro going quick. and that's going to be ripped away. They're going to call a tie-up, and the possession arrow will still give it to Brunswick. The Dolphins have already put up 20 points here in the second half. We have played 5 minutes and 10 seconds. This got out of control very quickly in what was a very tight first half. And again, it's just sloppy play for Wake Tech. Rowe got that off despite only being able to use one of his arms. He was wrapped up in one arm. Linwood Rowe now with 13. Make it 14, a game high for Linwood Rowe. And we have a whistle there, so no turnover. It'll be, I believe, the second or third foul on Brunswick. Wake Tech has 5. We're going to have a lot of free throws in what looks like it's going to be a blowout. Oh, goody. Wake Tech's got to figure this out. I mean, it's just got out of hand here. Settle back into this game somehow. Navarro, and that's going to be another whistle. So this time it's Jamie Brooks with the bump. He knew it as soon as it happened. Brooks is going to go out. Amari Latham comes in. Ethan Reed is out there for Wake Tech. He gets the inbound. So Adam Wainwright going deeper into his bench. Chris Harris in for the first time today. Here's a 3 by Manhurst, no good. Rebound by Shepard, no, but he's fouled. The Dolphins have 5 team fouls with still 14 minutes to go. Jaden Shepard is 66% at the line this season. Off the bench this year, 7.6 points, 6.7 rebounds a game. One out of 2. Shepard now with 7. That was just the 3rd point of the half. Amari Latham gets around his man. Couldn't score the first time, but stays with it. Gets the putback. 24-3 extended run for Brunswick here in this second half. Bader gets it to Reed. Back to Bader. Had it trickle to the far side, recovered by Shepard, 7 to shoot. Extra pass, 3 by Bader, way off. Well, that came right into the face of Amari Latham at about 100 miles an hour. Out on the run again, layup good, this time Darius Kane. Kane was scoreless at the half. We've played not yet 7 minutes, he's got 9 points. Dolphins are tearing it up in this second period. Catch and shoot 3 by Harris. Got it to go. Chris Harris, 38% from 3. Nobody picked up the ball. Darius Kane, long on or short on the triple. Harris over to Reed for 3. Got it to go. Quick 6-0 run here for Wake Tech. Ethan Reed came in just 25% from 3. But still all Brunswick. 26-9 here in the second half. Latham will try A triple, no. Follow up by Darius Kane. That gets into double figures now with 11. 5 players in double figures. Another steal and another bucket for Bowser. He's got 14 to match Rowe for the game high. If I look down at my notes, I'm missing a Wake Tech turnover. They have not figured out the pressure. Here is Reed from the free throw line. Got it to rim in. Quick 5 for Ethan Reed. As Adam Wainwright's gone basically to his second unit here. Manhertz is the only starter still in the game, I'm pretty sure. Latham will try another 3. Darius Kane gets another rebound. And good defense there by Shepard. Driving and scoring is Bader. That's his first bucket today. Rowe trying to post up. Instead, they'll reset. 3 subs ready to come in for Brunswick. It's Bowser, and that trickled away. Steal by Bader. Throw ahead, and the layup goes down. For Wake Tech, that was Reed, who now has a quick 7 points in this game. 10:48 left to go. All Brunswick here in the second half. We'll step aside as well. .48 left to go in the game. Dolphins running away with things here in the second half. Caden Brewer is in. Latham stays out there. Blake Bartney checking in. Durham is out there. Durham with the bucket. No good. Rowe is the lone starter still in the game. He and Bowser have a game high 14 points each. Give and go. Rowe. Couple of fakes, got another one. 16 now. Correction, he's got 14. Here's another steal. And that's going to go the other way. It's going to be a turnover, so Durham gets the steal, couldn't get the bucket in transition, and the ball goes back to the Eagles. Wake Tech regular season finale. The lone starter left in is now departed, so Rowe goes out. Ty Outlaw back in. Outlaw with 2 in the first half. That's another steal for Brunswick. Here's Latham. Circus shot goes in the foul. Just how they drew it up. Looks like we got another timeout. So 9:53 left to go. We're just past the midway point here in this second half. We'll be back. It'll be an and one for Amari Latham. Ridiculous athleticism on the bucket for Amari. He'll try to complete the old school three-point play here. And he gets it to rim in. 5 in the game for Latham. Almost a double dribble there by Mafika, who's checked back into the game. High pass goes to Reed on the left. Scoop over to Mafika. To down low, couple of fakes. No, put back no by Manhertz, and we got another whistle. Team foul number 6 on Brunswick. Both teams are on their way to the 1-and-1 here as Trey Manhertz goes to the free throw line. Dolphins won the earlier meeting in Raleigh. It took overtime, though, 85-76. Brunswick shot 53% in that game. Wake Tech 43%. Wake had 62 rebounds in that game, but here's the thing. They were plus 25 on the glass, but 31 team rebounds according to the box score. I don't think that's statistically possible to have 31 team rebounds in a game. Unless the Dolphins, the Dolphins shot too high of a percentage, because here's the only way that would make sense, is if the Dolphins were just bricking shot after shot and the ball was going out of bounds each time, then yeah, maybe you can rack up 31 team rebounds. But this one has not been close, especially here in this second half, and Brunswick's now going to be in the bonus on top of it over the final 9-18. Tequan Holly is back in the game for Wake Tech. Latham now is 7 in the game. As this is ballooned to a 41-point lead, or 31, excuse me. Wake, no trouble with the trapping pressure that time. Athika drives. Good verticality again. We've seen that a couple of times today for Ty Outlaw. Making some nice defensive plays in the post. Extra chance opportunity here for Wake, though. Good ball movement, unselfish basketball. Shepard scores, says thank you to his teammate, and then Mathika deflected that out of bounds.
James Shepard to assisted by Chris Harris.
So inbound goes to Blake Bartney. Latham up top with it. Amari looking to go 1-on-1. He got stripped. Harris has played well since coming in. Harris looking for another dime, and he's fouled before the steal by Caden Brewer. And that, I believe, is going to put Wake in the 1-and-1. So Bartney called for the whistle. Chris Harris 75% at the line this season. Front in is good. That's 4 in the game for Chris Harris. One out of 2. Latham with the rebound. Here comes Brunswick. Blake Bartney drives. Pass to Durham. Durham stripped but fouled. Wake Tech is going to drop here. Richard Bland and Wake Tech currently have 7 region losses. So unless something Reggie Miller-esque happens in this game, Wake Tech will finish their Region 10 play at 6-8 Here's where it gets interesting. Cape Fear currently in the 7th spot, also with 8 losses. That first shot blocked off another turnover. Blake Bartney scores. He's got 5 in the game. So there's still a lot to determine with the seeding, basically. But we do know that Gaston 1, Brunswick 2. The 3 is no good. Rebound chased down by Durham. Throws ahead to Bartney. Latham puts it up and in for 2 more. He's got 9. Quick pull up there by Reed. He gets the friendly spin. Reed now with 9. Latham's really looking for his shot. Couldn't get the reverse that time. And then we got a foul on Ty Outlaw on the rebound. So another 1-and-1 upcoming for Wake Tech when we get back. 7:22 left to go in this one. We'll be back. Okay, 7:22 remaining in this one. And it's going to be a free throw party as both teams are in the bonus. Like what I've seen from Harris. Adam Wainwright frustrated with his starter's performance at the start of the second half. Went to the second unit a little bit more. Oh, nice recovery there by Outlaw. Stays with Wake Tech, though. Quick 3 by Reed. Reed's been hot off the bench. Not that time, though. Bartney the rebound. And here comes Durham into the front court. Down to Outlaw. Lays it up and in. Ty Outlaw now with 4. 7 minutes to go in a 31-point game. That was a game basically separated by no more than 6 points for all but most of that first half. It was towards the final minute that Brunswick took that 9-point lead into the locker room. Mathika now with 9 as he hits that triple. 82-54, 6.5 to play. Versant Hill has come into the game. Ty Outlaw up top. Brewer to Durham. Gets it to the cutter, Ty Outlaw. Beautiful offense there for Brunswick. Outlaw now with 6. He's got the last couple of baskets here for the Dolphins. Again, just staying vertical. That's such high IQ defense for Ty Outlaw. Oh, they got him in the air that time, though. Good fake and more free throws to come this time for Solomon for Wake Tech with 5:47 to go in the game. I'm looking at the standings, and my brain is trying to call a game, so it's not really making sense of things. But there's 2 teams with 7 wins. It's Caldwell and Salk. So they're vying for 3 and 4. And then you've got Wake, Richard Bland, and Cape Fear. Now, Cape Fear is just 4 and 8 in the region, but they still, it looks like, I got to look at their schedule. Neither free throw is good, by the way. I think they might have one more game. Richard Bland at 5 and 7. How about this? How about we'll talk about it on Sunday because we'll probably have a better idea. Caden Brewer off the turnover. Layup by Durham. Brewer with the assist. Another Wake Tech turnover. It is something that Adam Wainwright is really going to have to figure out if they're going to do anything in the Region 10 tournament. They didn't start the season this badly in the turnover department, but lately it's just been a hot mess. Chris Harris back at the free throw line. Harris now with 6 off the bench, all in the second half here. Shepard back in. Solomon goes out of the game for Adam Wainwright. So Outlaw the rebound for Sant Hill to Brewer. Gets it into the front court. Brewer attacking, force the pass, dives for it, and we're going to get a jump ball here. And the possession arrow favors the Eagles. So Wake Tech will have over a week off before their next game, which again will be in the opening round of the Region 10 tournament. Hill, throw ahead to Brewer. Back to Forsant, who wasn't expecting it. Able to gather, though. Then he had it poked away, and he was actually called for steps. He was never comfortable there as he cut to the basket. Trey Manhertz is back in. Dolphins regular season finale coming up on Sunday against Region 10 winless so far in Region 10 play Denmark Tech. And that's going to go off Brunswick out of bounds, so another opportunity here for Wake. Jordan Barr checking in, 3 points in the first half. Bucket and foul as Shepard gets into double digits. He's the first player in double figures for Wake Tech with 11. It's been balanced offensively, scoring-wise today for the Eagles. So Shepard now with a dozen. Brewer into the front court. For Sant Hill up top, gets a rocket pass down low to Bartney, who couldn't score. And then a push off on the rebound, I guess, on Ty Outlaw. So more free throws for Wake Tech. So we have Manhertz back at the line, 6 points here today. Manhertz on the year, 55% at the line. Hill with the rebound. Brewer into the front court. Brewer goes behind the back. Stops it to Hill. Hill high off the glass. No. Rebound by Manners. And out of bounds there. Nicely done there by Caden Brewer. John Jackson is in. So everybody but looks like Zion is the only player we haven't seen yet today. So we'll come back and wrap this one up. All Brunswick, 86-59, inside 4 to go. .358 left to go, and Brunswick just came out of the locker room and put the smack down here in this second half. And Versant Hill driving, stripped. Throw ahead goes to Wake Tech. Good recovery there, Brewer with the block. They got him on the body though, so. Been a whistle-heavy second half here. Good minutes off the bench. Reed in double figures with 10. So 1 out of 2. And Hill throws it away and another foul. Come on, guys. Just wrap it up. So first one is good as double bonus now. Shepherd, the team high 13, adding to it here. Or an opportunity, I should say, to add to it. Rebound by Jackson, had the tiptoe and then threw it to the other team. So extra crack at it now for Wake Tech. The 3 by Mathika is no good. Jordan Barrett with the rebound. .312 to go in the game. Brewer cut off. Outlaw gets it back to him. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Caden Brewer spins, kept his dribble. Swings it out, Hill for 3. Got it to go. Down low, the scoop too strong off the glass by Shepherd, but cleans it up. Shepherd now with 15. And he matches Rowe for the game high. Barr up top. Barr goes left side. Barr attacking. Might have had that blocked. He's down, so numbers for Wake Tech here. Mathika, John Jackson came to disrupt. Now Barr out of the pack, gets it to Brewer, who lays it up and in. Good unselfish basketball there. So Brewer with his first 2. Ooh, the highlight package after this one is going to be extended. We've got 28 highlights coming at you after this game's over here on the Dolphins YouTube channel. And depending on how long the next 2 minutes take, they should be posted pretty quick. Well, they really bailed out Manhertz there with that whistle because he was all out of proportion. Manhertz with 7 in the game. Make it 8. Nine now for Manhertz. Jordan Bargan into the front court to the cutter. Jackson slam dunk. Oh, everybody on the bench loves it. John Jackson is on the board, folks. A fan favorite. Driving in. Brewer no good. Hill cleans it up. Hill now with 5. Oh, the bench went nuts for that. Love to see it. John Jackson. Again, if you don't know his story, he's been with the program, had injury problems. Finally back on the court. Step back here by Barr. Nope. For Sant, Hill almost had an and one there in what will likely be the last shot of the game, or should be. No more chucking it, Jordan. So Hill now with 6. Make it 7 now. 97-64. Bader back in. Scoop, and that's a wedgie. So possession arrow favors Brunswick, and they can basically dribble it out here. How about this second half effort? It was a 39-30 game at the half. And the Dolphins came out, scored the first 11 straight, had an extended, I think it was 24-3 run. This time Jordan's got it swatted with 6.9 to go in the game. We're going to get off the air, folks, pretty quickly here. So just a reminder for you that our next broadcast will be Sunday at 3. And they're going to go into the backcourt and just kind of dribble this out. They'll take the shot clock. Well, for Sant, Hill will hoist. That's going to count, so that gets Hill into double figures with 10. Gets Brunswick to the century mark, and your final today, 100-64. Wake Tech wraps the season 14-14, 8-4 on the road, 6-8 in Region 10. We'll see them at the Region 10 tournament on Thursday, next Thursday. Brunswick 24-5, 14-0 at home, 10-3 in Region 10, and we'll be with you again Sunday at 3 for the regular season finale. Once again, your final: Brunswick 100, Wake Tech 64. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.